Alright guys, welcome to yet another video, and today we're just going to look at creating realms. And you saw realms in the context of Radius Desk. Realms kind of allow kind of easy grouping or classification of kind of creating a category of placing different users and kind of differentiating users from different NAS devices. And of course, so let me log in and then we get started. And if you click on the the menu and you click on realms and providers, so here you can see you have access providers and then you have realms. All right, so of course you're supposed to create an access provider before you create a realm. So access providers are, like I said, people that will run the system later. So you can see at the default we have an AP user here. All right, so let's go ahead and create an access provider. All right, so we're going to create them as this user, as the current user that we are, and we're just going to give them a username. Right, so the access provider needs to have a username. So let's say this is the default. Just call this test provider, and of course it has a password, and of course this person speaks English, and of course we want to activate him and record all these activities. All right. Of course you can click the optional info here and specify a name. Let's just specify a name here. So test access provider. Of course we have his phone number, just creating some random numbers here. We have an email, so we have test at ap.com. Of course somewhere in Silicon Valley. I'm just making some silly names here. All right, and click OK. So once we have that, you can see that we have the details set here. Of course, if you like, you can create a note. So for instance, if you click on this and you click on notes, and you can see that the Radius Desk sample data. So this is just a note. Of course, we can add notes if we like. All right, so now that we've created the access provider, we can go ahead and log in. We can go ahead and kind of create a room and attach it to an access provider. Yeah, so in this one here, you can see we have the two Residence Inn and Holiday Inn we saw in the previous video. We can go ahead and add our realms. So we don't want to use this as a logged in user now. We want to do this as test provider, and of course we want the name to be something cool, right? So let's just say this is test realm. Of course we can make it available to sub providers that this provider will create. Contact details 0805944676547, and of course this fax number, of course you can just provide that. This will be the same thing as cell number, and this an email, maybe info at testrealm.com. It's just an example here, of course. So www.testrealm.com. so of course you can kind of provide an address, so number 1, some address, some street, some town, and city. Let's say this somewhere in Nigeria. And of course, if I have the map coordinates, I can go ahead and insert this. This will be fine. Of course, you can always edit these details, so click OK, and hopefully we have so we have a test provider. Of course, it's the owner, and of course you can see that it was the root user that assigned it to the test provider. And you can always export this as CSV if you like. All right, so that's that. So let's say we want to modify our realm, our permanent user. We want to go ahead and kind of modify the user Murphy here, and we want to change the realm to test realm. All right, so save that, and of course you can see that now Murphy belongs to the realm test realm. Alright, so that will do it for this video, guys, and hopefully see you in the next video where we can kind of talk about something slightly different but useful. and hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot.